Okay, so here's what we got going on. Springtime, I ran a pollen trap, and I'll give you guys a show of what that pollen trap was. I got it from my buddy Harris. I really want to get me some more of them before next season. But what I've got here, I've got one of those circular dehydrators sitting upside down on a bucket. And what we've got inside of it is this season's pollen. And I've had it in my freezer. Get my spoon over here. Had it in my freezer since I collected it, and I saw a video. Seems like I saw videos on about everything, but a guy used his circular dehydrator to dry his pollen. So if I don't remember, let's see if I can do this upside down. If he did it upside down or not. It's only been on a couple of minutes. Had to clean up my kitchen so I could show it. No, it's not dry yet. See how to spread it out. Probably doesn't do very good for filtering or whatever, for particles, but I had already done that. Suck to spill it. But I got, whoops, these 3 trays of it going. Now I've also got the dehydrator on its lowest setting, and then I've got a lot of air leaks going on so that it's you know, it's barely warm air. But I figure I'll give this a try. And I hadn't seen anyone do something on it, and or an upside down one. Now I don't know how well this worked long term or what. I was a little concerned about it being too much airflow, but it seems fine. So we're just, plus it smells nice. Drop the spoon. Okay, well that was just a little thing that I kind of had a brainstorm on off of a video that I had, and a dehydrator that I inherited off of a family member moving away. When I was trying to dehydrate stuff, I got tired of it because I always had to rotate the trays, so I bought me an Excalibur 9-tray rear fan dehydrator. Works lots better. Okay, well I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a wonderful day. Okay, I thought I'd give you a look at that pollen trap I've been talking about. I got it from my buddy Harris. It's a little bit older, but after I cleaned it up, it did its job real well. So you've got the slide out tray, and what I was always talking about, having settings where I could turn it on, turn it off. So a lot of the time, you put tubes in here so that I guess it's kind of like a bee escape sort of thing. So one, that your drones come out here, but by not running those tubes, it allowed the bees to kind of halfway do what they wanted to do. And see, and then I re-screened the bottom of it with my screening. But it was real nice, because right at the beginning, I was just, well, the Carniolans were bringing in so much pollen that I was having problems. And I got this from Harris, And for like 3 days, I think it was, I ran it with tubes in it so that it was 100% coming to me. And then I ran it for like 2 or 3 days with, or maybe 4 days with no tubes in it, so that the bees just decided where they came and where they went and how much they went one direction or the other. And it really didn't seem to hinder my colony at all. And so it ended up, I just kind of like got like half the amount of pollen, and they got half the amount of pollen, so it didn't hinder them, and it kept them from getting pollen bound. So when I was using it more to keep them from getting pollen bound than it was to collect the pollen. But now I'm going to be able to be using the pollen to make some pollen subs, so that's all good. I want to see about getting some more of them from Harris over at Sleepy Creek Apiaries. I wouldn't mind having, you know, maybe like, you know, 5 or 10 of them even, just so I had them stacked, stored, because I kind of like them for a tool when you got too much pollen coming in. Lets you slow them down a little bit and give your queen some space to lay. Now, the only thing I did is I replaced the bottom on it and put a bottom board on it that was similar to mine, so that the bees had an easier time getting used to it. But that's the system I used. I guess it's real similar to a couple of them off of Man Lake or what have you, but it was a whole lot cheaper. Now I had to go and clean it up and staple it up and all of that type of stuff. But so there's the trap that I used. Now you guys, when I'm saying, oh yeah, that trap that I used that you could turn on and off and change the settings and stuff, and now you know what I was talking about. All right, you guys have a good day.